Hey babies, this is Miss TNT and I'm here to do another Country Wayne reaction. We're gonna check out and see exactly what's going on with Shania and BK. Child, they over there arguing about something that Zoe done or somebody in their feelings about something. We're gonna see what's going on. But before we start, we're gonna hit it with the church announcements. I wanna thank y'all so much for checking out my content. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel because I really do appreciate all the love that you are giving me. And make sure that you go over to Country Wayne's channel and do the same. The link is in the description where below. Let's get into it and see what's going on with BK and Shania.
Yo, what's good, BK?
Man, what's good, y'all?
What you mean, y'all?
This relationship, you and my daughter, she stormed out of here. I've been calling her.
Yeah, I know. She just called me telling me that she left her stuff. She wanted me to, that she's gonna come back and get it. What's going on?
Bro, it's y'all. This whole
What?
situation is sickening. You and her. Yo, did you even like Natasha? When you, what kind? What?
Yo,
Okay, why is he? I understand that he used to have that relationship with Natasha, but why is he concerned about that part? Did you ever like Natasha? That's not any your business. But what you should be worried about is your daughter. Why is your daughter sleeping with I know she's grown. She's legal. Okay? But the thing to think about, she knew that Shania was Natasha's ex. So at a young age, why would you sit there and just think it was okay to sleep with your auntie's ex? And he was living there too. Both of y'all needed a place to stay, and it seemed like y'all just didn't give a damn. Just ungrateful as hell. Up in there doing things together and having the little funk box. Cause y'all remember when Tasha walked in, she was like, "Oh, what the hell is that smell?" And I was like, "Damn, that little girl smell like that." That's just because she was raised by her daddy. Her daddy ain't teach her how to clean well. There's a lot of y'all. Anyway, we ain't gonna even get into that. But the thing about it is, Zoe needed some more guidance than what she was getting, and then her daddy trying to correct the situation by being pissed off and mad with Shania. For what? You did the same thing, but we gonna get into it.
how are you making this all about me and us?
It's about y'all.
How?
Bro, why would you ever do that to her aunt and put my daughter in the middle of this whole crazy thing?
I didn't put your daughter in the middle of that. What me and Natasha had was in the past, and
How?
that was real. That was a genuine thing. And
What?
And Zoe, yes, it's
You hear what you're saying?
Yes, I
You
hear
and
you.
Natasha had something in the past that was genuine, and then you just pick up my daughter, her niece?
How can I say this? I guess what he's trying to say that basically that Shania should have had more self-control than his daughter. His daughter young. And even if his daughter made a pass at you, you should have been like, nah, Shawty, it ain't working like that. But he got to realize one thing and two things for sure. Shania is a man. Shania is just like his daddy. Okay? He toxic just like his father. That's why Shania is sitting up here dealing with Divine and your daughter. You just don't know about that just yet, because she think Divine is the older cousin that we're Ashley Stewart and Lane Bryant. That really tripped me out that day. Let's get back into it.
This is crazy.
This is crazy.
Yes.
This is crazy.
Yes.
So
This is-
it wasn't crazy to you when you were dating Natasha and engaged to Natasha
Bro,
and had a daughter
listen,
with
listen,
her sister?
listen, y'all-
That wasn't crazy to you?
Listen, this is what I.
How do you not see that you're the domino effect to all it is?
This is how I try to.
Yes, that's what you call generational curse. You didn't teach her how to break the generational curse. So basically what she just did is what y'all did. Yeah, so Shania has he's right about that. It's a domino effect. She just basically did what you and her mama did to Natasha. And it seems like everybody hurts Natasha by dealing with someone that she has had or have. Lord, she better keep Charles away from them. Because they ain't right. And that might be something that's just in their family that they do. And it just is what it is. Yeah. So let's get back into it.
Prevent my daughter for it. That's why I kept my daughter away and gave her to her aunt and her mother so she could better herself, but not for you to same image to me to come and do the same thing to my daughter and Natasha.
Okay, so he said he gave Zoe back to the mama and the auntie so she can basically flourish. Honey, you should have did that when she was about 10. Because you have to get that brain wise like a sponge. Well, I would say about 5. Let's take it back about 5 more years. You know, you can't sit there and think that she done learned all this stuff being with you to her 20s. Now you expect to let her fly like a bird over with her mama and her auntie, hoping that by her being around them and these successful black women, that she could actually look at them and say, hey, that could be me too. No. Because that stuff is already etched in. You know, you can work on it, yeah, with some therapy and maybe a life coach or two. But no. You should have been did that. You should have been called her mama and told her to either come get her or you move down Atlanta so y'all could have both worked this out together. But thinking that you was gonna send her up there and she was already I ain't gonna say she was loosey goosey, but she was already out there. You know, it wasn't gonna change nothing. As soon as she got there, what she do? Go dance. Told and lied to her aunt Natasha, Aunt Natasha, for a while, saying that she was working at a spot that sells chicken wings. Come on now, they do sell chicken wings, but they sold some other things as well in there too. So it just is what it is. And he can't sit there and blame Shania for that. She learned it. It's learned behavior. She done watched it. I don't understand why parents don't take accountability for the reason why your children is out here in these old grown ass ages and they doing the stuff that they're doing. It comes from the parents, the environment they lived in and that they were around. Let's get back into it.
So don't talk about I'm the domino effect. This is not right. And you gotta understand what I'm trying. Like,
I do understand that, but you have to have more grace with her.
I'm trying to. I'm calling her. You gotta understand. I found out about this yesterday. So this is crazy. Her aunt has been through so much. Her mother, she has. You understand? So it's just.
That's the thing. It's new to you.
It's a trigger to me.
Yes, but you have to process that.
It's a trigger that you actually did to Natasha 20-something years ago. And she still loved that child. You see what she did when Zoe first came up? That's my baby. That's my girl. So she wasn't really faulting nobody. It happened, and she had a relationship with her sister. She just didn't want to deal with BK. She was like, I ain't got nothing to say to him. You know, this family, this blood. Sometimes you got to cut their ass off too. But she didn't do that. She was sitting up there. She was dealing with the child. She let the child move into her home, and that child did the same thing her mama did. Like I said, it's called generational curse. It follows you. People don't understand that type of energy that you put out around your kids is what your kids turn out to be. Your kids is a part of that environment. But it seems like people don't never want to take ownership of that. Yeah. Let's get back into it.
Correctly though.
But how can you tell me to process something correctly when you're actually the one doing it too?
Because I'm in the same shoes as you, and I understand it because I've been dealing with it for the last few months. You are just now finding out about this. And yes, you as a father, it's bothering you, but you have to process this correctly. Just because it's new to you don't mean you have to take it out in a certain way. Yes, you've done this in the past, and here we are doing the same thing, but you have to give her grace.
Grace is I'm a father. This is my daughter here, right? I'm not coming at it as, I don't want to be judgmental, but I want her to see that this is not right. She doesn't deserve this, bro.
And she sees that. The whole thing is, she doesn't think that you see that. That's the whole point. That's why she's reacting that way.
I heard her on. Now my daughter's heard her on. Do you understand that? Do you understand?
I understand.
Do you understand?
That. And I've tried to reconcile with Natasha. What happened was not intentional. I told her, sorry, numerous.
It's not the point of it being intentional. It's the point that you knew better, but you did it anyway. You knew better because you was in her house. You knew better. You was older than Zoe. You should have been the example. But no, you went off of what? Hormones. You went off of lust. So there goes. That's what happened. You started sleeping with that little girl. Well, I ain't gonna say it's your little girl, the young woman, knowing that that was your ex-girlfriend's niece. So no, Shania, you gotta take some ownership of that. You could have easily pushed that little girl away or let your friend deal with her or whatever. Sometimes you have to sit there and say what's morally right. We always want what we want when we want it, but then if it hurts somebody, we want to come with all these excuses and then try to basically deflect. Because he's deflecting a little bit. It's your fault. You got to realize it's a domino effect. No, but you didn't have to sleep with her. You ain't have to be with Zoe. You had to do none of that. You could have became a great friend to her. You could have became a mentor for her of anything else. But no, you wanted to lay in her bed with her, or that couch. Yeah. That right there. Come on now. And you didn't even have no place to stay. And Tasha gave you a place to stay. But you end up sleeping with her niece. Yeah, make that make sense. That's just ungrateful as hell.
You just call my daughter because she's not answering.
No, I'm not calling Zoe. No, I'm done. I'm tired of being in the middle of all of this. You need to figure this out. So if you need to take some time to process to see how you're going to approach her, do that. But do not put me in the middle of this.
You are in the middle of it. No, you hit her hard. Now you're talking to my daughter. How can you not be in the middle of this?
I think you need to talk to Zoe because I don't want to say anything that's going to come off as disrespect. So I'm going to leave respectfully.
I'm leaving too, man.
So both of them talking about leaving. Everybody running. Instead of him just trying to go and find his daughter, go find the mama so they can go find the daughter so they can have this discussion. And it's like they don't even want to sit there and basically explain to this little girl that man that she with, she don't need to be there. She need to go back and stay with either her mama or her auntie. Because Shania been trying to get rid of her for the longest time, teaching her how to ride the bike. I mean, the one thing I will sit there and say, he said, I ain't going to leave you stranded. And he was trying to teach her how to ride the subway. She was like, I ain't getting on no damn subway. And I understand that to a certain degree because I don't like the subway either. I would at least Uber and Lyft, child. I would, not no damn subway. Them days are over. I'd be like, unless I really do have to. And it's a must. But he trying to set her up so she can basically get out there and flourish on her own. But I think he should have been trying to teach her how to drive because that's what I would have preferred. Because auntie, somebody would have bought her a car, child. All she needed to do was get the license. But back to the story at hand, she just met her daddy. Zoe met her daddy, and she's sitting up there dealing with her daddy. And that's what happened. When you raise these girls out here, if you're not a strong parent of strong morals and values, your child is not going to come out to be the best product that can be out here dealing with other people. They're going to have all these problems and issues and different, like I said, the generational curses that follow them. Nobody, I ain't gonna say nobody, a lot of people don't believe in that type of stuff, but I've seen it too many times myself. I've even said that, when you out here meeting people to date, one of the questions you should ask is about their parents. What kind of relationship did the parents have? Did you see a lot of abuse in the home? Did you see your mama getting abused when she was out here dating? What kind of men did she bring home? Did she bring home a lot of different men? Because you got to figure out if it's a man, how did he look at women? Because you was raised by a woman that may have been out there in the street, that may dealt with abusive relationships, had multiple men with multiple babies and all types of stuff. I'm telling you, this stuff affects these people and they affect these kids and they become adults. And then you sitting up there like, what the hell I done got myself involved into because you just didn't ask that question about that family. I know of a situation, and I'm gonna tell this, and I'm gonna go and just close it out. I met somebody, and we would talk, and he would tell me certain things about his family. After listening to him and looking at him, he was his family. After everything, because I have those conversations, I said, he is his family. I said, I can't do this. The things that he may have said about his mother, I was not going to do that. I was like, oh, hell no, that is not for me. But I had to realize that, yeah, people are a product of their environment. And sometimes even as they get older, you know, he was like 35. They get older, they still don't get away from that mindset because they was raised that way and that's what they saw. Some do, some don't. Some of them go out there and get the help that they need. A lot of them don't. But that's life. So I'm going to leave this right here. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. I'll see y'all on the next episode, babies. All right. Bye.